god!
Fortnite!
What? We're not ready!
Who cares?
In the heat of cracking some case.
Yeah, we're trying to crack a case. Well, welcome. Welcome. It's Fortnite 4 again. We haven't actually heard from Charles for a while. He's been out since the Iron Fist thing.
I'm pretty sure he's lost in time.
So I don't know. I don't know if he's going to try to come back after or not. But
I hope.
he doesn't even know these are going on, technically, because they're not getting posted.
Yeah. I'll put this one up. Charles, you can comment if you're coming back. Or Deegs, there's an opening.
Yeah. We'd love to have you back, Charles.
We're accepting applications.
The other podcast didn't go up yet, right?
No.
Okay. Power Ranger podcast?
Right.
Okay, well, there's a Power Ranger podcast that maybe
It'll come up around
should
the
come
same
up,
time.
maybe together. Because this podcast is going to be very incoherent because we have nothing to talk about.
A lot of thoughts are incoherent here.
There were some slip-ups. Made editing the last one very hard.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. But how's everybody going, huh? How's everybody doing? Good?
I'm doing fantastic.
Uh-huh.
We're a third of the way through Fast 5.
Oh, yeah.
Cruises are in.
So far.
So I like what's happening with this group.
Yeah, we're trying to catch up before this coming weekend. Because the cruises, up until last week, had not seen any Fast and Furious movies. And now, so far, we've watched 1, 2, 3. We didn't watch 3. We skipped 3. It didn't seem like it needed to be watched. So we watched 1, 2, 4, and half of 5. Not even half of 5.
A third of 5.
Third of 5.
Then 5 looks long. So
5 looks long.
5's long.
And it takes the turn, right? The different turns. You can already tell the series is going to be different.
yeah. I mean, 4 kind of did that a little, but it's clearly jumping.
Yeah, none of it's like 1. Like, 1 that started it all off.
None of them are
That I guess was a hit at the time for sure.
Definitely.
The rest of the movies, they're nothing like them. Really, that's the only one like that.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Real quick though, let's go around. The only reason I want to do this today is because Napoleon's shirt is exceptional. Panther face.
Oh.
He always has the good shirts.
Yeah, I think he bought new ones because there was a couple weeks in a row where I'm done. I don't have any more shirts. So I noticed he was wearing a Black Panther shirt last night too. I was like, and I'd never seen that one.
I definitely wore that one.
Oh, okay. I don't remember you wearing that one from last night.
It was hard, so sometimes there were so many, and I wore some that weren't podcast days. I regret nothing.
Any thought?
I regret nothing. Tom and his Deadpool shirt, good. It's a good shirt. How did you get that?
I think Target.
Yeah.
It's usually Target.
It's always Target.
It's so easy.
Where do you get yours though? Online?
Yeah, online.
Yeah. I always want to order shirts online, but I always feel like it'll get to me and the size won't be right.
Yeah. Usually fresh out of the package, great. Wash, 50-50.
Target does that to me now, though. I'll get a double X, thinking, this fits perfect. Wash it. It's like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Dude, that's the majority of my clothes in general.
Yeah.
I used to spend a lot of money on clothes, and then be like, "Oh, what a great outfit I got going," and then it's just it looks like I'm ready for a flood because that's just my jeans are so high tie up, everything's just terrible.
I'm not wearing a superhero shirt. Huh?
Standard.
At Rossi's house, he doesn't wear superhero shirts.
Nope. We got Rob Organ hat. Is that the Disney jacket?
It's the Disney
That's the
jacket with the Star Wars shirt.
It's kind of the same reveal every week.
It's the same reveal.
Like-
Here's the thing. It's the only shirt I really have that's themed that's not thin as paper. And it's been so cold in the mornings.
He gets cold.
So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Are we going to talk about what we think about Fast and Furious, or are we going to wait until it's
We can-
whole
We
series?
can do up till now.
Like initial.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Because honestly, we'll probably maybe talk about more just that movie once we watch it. So
Okay.
I don't know if we'll talk about the whole series at that point. So
Okay, so...
I think you want to go for it. So go.
No.
Now that I got myself into it.
Yeah, it was silent. There was a phone ringing. So I thought the first one was really good. I mean, it was a good movie. It was a little over the top, but it was still cool, and it was kind of one of those. From its time, kind of like brought me back. Like, I remember being in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all remember middle school. But
Napoleon basically could have been in the movie.
he's like in there as an extra. Yeah, that was good. The second one,
Not so much.
second one really felt like a straight to DVD. Like it was weird. It was like Aladdin 3 or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
such a sequel. It was like such a oh yeah, we just needed to make a sequel and make money off of what we did.
Yeah, like is this even the same character?
Yeah.
He's just in Miami for some reason, and then
So much brighter.
so much brighter, so much different colors.
Color. Cars are shooting flames.
Yeah, and it was like crazy. Yeah, it was like the gold car, the Hello Kitty car, and it was just the guy who had the gadgets, Ludacris. I don't know. It was
He used
just,
those gadgets.
it was just kind of like it turned into like your basic like here's like the bad guy with his henchman situation, which wasn't what the first one was like at all. It was more like turf war-ish, if anything.
More Point Break.
Yeah, like they did heists, but they were still like they were against like the what was it? Like,
Johnny Tran.
Johnny Tran, yeah. So, second one was
It's a clear rip off of Point Break.
second one was rough.
Like if
the
you
only-
break it down, it's Point Break. Like it's Point Break with cars.
really?
It's like a clear, like the other rival kind of gang.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like in Point Break, the rival gang's not really quite as rivalry, but like there is another group, and they get raided, and it's not them, and it's clearly the people that he's hanging out with,
Right.
learning to surf. I mean, that one, like, I guess the difference is he's learning to surf. This one, he's like already established car.
Well, he's learning to
I guess
race though, because
yeah.
he's not double clutching.
He's granny
He's
shifted.
granny shifting.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a buster.
He's a buster. Yeah, because by the time you get to 2, he's like a great driver.
He's like the one who's like, oh, you didn't say you were gonna bring him. I wouldn't have raced if it wasn't for like the Obi-Wan Kenobi of racing.
Yeah, exactly. And like in 4, Buster became a gearhead.
Yeah.
Even Dom's surprised.
It's like, what? Yeah, and I was surprised that none of them were in the second one at all, besides Paul Walker. Like, I thought like there would be like something, and because like in the previews of the ones we're seeing now, it's just like, oh, the family, they're so close, the family, and it's kind of like feels like they just kind of made them close recently.
It's 5, 6, and 7, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like I don't know. I was expecting more of like them to be in the second one.
Well, I mean, it was like the series was like done after basically after 2 and 3. I mean, like they made 3 because it was done after 2. Like 2 was like, oh yeah, it didn't really work out. We made a shitty sequel,
Right.
and we'll just we'll let it go Tokyo. So they let it do the Tokyo Drift thing, which is like basically its own thing.
Yeah, 3 was like none of them, right?
Right. Tokyo Drift is none of them.
Yeah, so like
Except for like an after the credits Vin Diesel thing, right?
Yeah.
oh, could have been cool to watch, I guess.
You can watch that on YouTube.
I didn't watch that one. Yeah, the fourth one was kind of just like I don't know. It was pretty short, I think. Maybe
It was short.
The fourth one?
Yeah, it
Fourth one
was
was
short. It kind of just felt like one of those, like a reboot, kind of.
I was like liking the fourth one more in the beginning, and then it kind of like got very like basic towards the end.
Yeah.
Where it was it's just after the guy, and it was like the kind of it wasn't like a predictable like the Braga thing wasn't like predictable, but it wasn't like ooh, And then all of a sudden he becomes like Braga, and he's like, oh, I am Braga, and it was like okay, and then all of a sudden he's like Super Braga, like I'm wearing fancy Braga,
Super Braga.
I'm wearing fancy Braga clothes now, so it was kind of like that was kind of done.
He's Braga.
Now I'm Braga.
I thought it was stupid that he was in the FBI again. Like it didn't make any sense based on what has happened because he screwed them over the first time, and he screwed them over. You had like an exit plan in the second one, and then now he made it to the FBI.
It doesn't make
And then he just fucking.
it doesn't make sense. Like his character like didn't make sense from where it went from 1 to 2. Really,
Yeah.
I mean, like a little bit. I guess that he left the
force after.
but then he kind of got like different in 2. Like you said, he was like different. He was all of a sudden it was like this guy never would have been a cop.
right.
Like he never seemed like he should have been a cop ever. And then from 2 to 4, you're like, well, how would you get from 2 to 4?
Right, yeah.
You were so out, like
2 to 4.
stealing money,
Yeah.
you know, like doing the whole thing, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm back in. Now I'm an FBI agent.
I forgot about the we ain't hungry no more.
Yeah. So.
And then, like, seemingly, like, what is it, like, supposed to be, like, 4 years later or something? He's like
way older.
he's way older, and he's in the FBI. He's past the police.
It almost feels
Tyrese
like
is gone.
aside from Tyrese coming in the later movies, it almost feels like they were just trying to kind of like retcon 2 there as well. Like it's like if you just go from like 1 to that one where it's like, yeah, he let him go, but we don't know that he could just still have gone through the ranks and gotten to the FBI. You know, and still
Yeah. If it would have gone from 1, I would have think like, oh yeah, he. Because I like in my head, I could have just like he could have made something up and said how Toretto got away. Like there was maybe there was cameras or something like that of him like, hey, but like waving him by. But like you could have been like, hey, I don't know, he punched me and he stole the fucking car. He's huge.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I tried to get out and help him, and then he fucking stole the car.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he was like did something, you know, that it was obvious that like he got away. So it's kind of So I could have think like, yeah, he just kept being a cop and made it to FBI somehow, even though fucking that whole case up.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like they retcon number 2.
Several wrong arrests. Several people got down in the streets.
Yeah, guy's dead. He deserved to die, but like not for the reasons that they killed him. Oh no, that's right. He killed the like one of their family, little
Well, the nerd guy
Jamie guy.
died too, yeah.
Yeah, they gunned him down because.
Well, they gunned him down over
he
the
took the
Volkswagen.
car?
Yeah,
Okay,
seems aggressive.
seems a little outrageous, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so four could have come after 1 and kind of been similar, but it was all right.
4?
Yeah, it was whatever.
So Rob, what do you think?
You know, well, I agree. The first one was an entertaining movie. I liked the first one the best so far. After years, I mean, it's been years of I heard of the Fast and Furious. I knew of its existence. I just it didn't seem like it was my kind of scene, my kind of movie. The character of Brian is very, like you guys were saying, very. What the hell is going on with this character? He's very in the first one. He's undercover cop, totally point blank, like you said. And then the second one, he's completely gone native. He's completely off the rails. Like he's never not been
Like a street
racer. It felt like the first one felt like he was getting into street racing because he was undercover. Like he was naturally talented, but he was kind of learning the ropes, that kind of thing. Then 2 gave him like a backstory where he was always a troublemaker with Tyrese and all this, and it's just like, what is going on? And then even worse was that little interlude. That interlude made it so much worse. He was like a fugitive, like going from state to state, like just ducking the FBI or whatever, like really bad. Like the fact that he's even able to like be in the States at all and like street race in Florida is like preposterous.
Florida is lawless.
So then you got that, and that's like, all right, whatever. He let Toretto go. He went native. Like, I can accept that. Then the fourth one, not to mention the third one was just like Tokyo. The fourth one, he's in the FBI. Like, he never left. Like, you know, just completely out of character. It felt, why would they even have him back? I get that they cleaned his record, so he had a clean record, but you know what he did. Like,
they don't have a clean record. I mean, it was kind of I mean, like the movie like made it. It was kind of a shitty FBI. Like
it was a shitty FBI.
Like the director seemed shitty. The one other dude was a shitbag. And like it was kind of like
he was just cautious of the shitbag that they hired.
He was a shit.
Rightfully so.
He's like, fuck this guy. He's gonna screw us in the end.
It always seems like too that they're way too like. you could have gotten these drug runners or whatever like way easier than what they're doing. Like, all right, you infiltrate because they're out. They're in the warehouses all the time. Like, you could just go, oh, this is their warehouse. Get them. But instead, they gotta like get them. And it's the same story. Like the first like 3 that we've seen have been the same story. It's like pretend to be like in the bad guy's crew, run drugs for him, then you like take him out.
It's 100% the first 3 of the same.
It's the same movie,
Yeah.
but then they get more outrageous and.
Well, apparently 5. Like I said, 5 ends up being totally different. Like, I think
5's already like different. I mean,
did they join another crew?
They
Looks like they might be
join. Well, so like
they already kind of joined.
They already kind of joined accidentally,
that shitty crew.
and now they have to they kind of have to make things right. I'd say with the bad guy from Desperado. But in the end, there's no making it right with him, so they have to end him. They have to solve the crime that he is. But while at the same time, The Rock is trying to catch them for being criminals. So they have to be Robin Hoods.
I feel like The Rock should be after the other dude.
That's not his job. He's very Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Or not Harrison Ford. Tommy Lee Jones.
I don't care.
I don't care. That's not what he's there for. He's there for them and their crimes.
Okay. All right.
Which spoilers?
And we'll wait till
spoilers. We know he joins the crew, so he can't be that. I mean, he must have got native. I don't know how he goes native. Yeah, but it gets more fantastical with each. I mean, we know from the trailers for 7. We already know 8. Okay. We know from 8 they're already parachuting in. They're. Fast 9's going to be the moon base. The space cartel.
I would kind of be into that.
I'd be into it too. I mean, they can't really jump the shark more than they've done it from the first Fast and Furious.
James Bond movies at this point.
They're James Bond movies with really unlikable. The characters have gone from likable to more unlikable. Oh wow, you guys actually just are pieces of shit who just rob shit, and you're the bad guys.
I mean, if you break it down enough, you're like, oh, they're bad people.
Bad people.
I mean, it comes down to the first one. I mean, they're like, yeah, it's a movie, so we think they're all cool, but it's they're hijacking fucking trucks at high speeds. Why? If anything, just pull the truck over.
Just let them zoom by. They won't know what to do in park.
What the fuck? Get him at a fucking truck stop while he's sleeping. And just take it. You don't need to fucking go around him and fucking catapult on. Fucking. What are they doing? Were they throwing him out once they grab? Because the idea is they're trying to jack it while it's moving for some reason. Does that guy get thrown out?
I think so. That's why the one guy was shooting at him.
I'm pretty sure they're all dead. So they killed four truck drivers and.
I'm trying to remember how they were doing it in 1. I think they were stealing the trucks. That truck driver got thrown out.
Then you only see the one. You see
4,
one successful heist.
In 4, their plan is to steal the cargo. That's why they keep doing the truck flip, wrench it from the other side, and then separate it from the truck. So the truck driver eventually ends up with nothing.
Yeah.
That he's towing, which you think he'd notice. So, why not just steal it when he's parked? But I don't know.
I mean, well, yeah.
Don't ruin it.
And to break someone out, they just hope he doesn't get killed. They flip his bus 20 times.
Yeah, and a clearly fatal crash every time.
Bus was rough.
That bus was rough. Strange decision to make as a writer and director, and what? I mean, it's clearly a death roll.
That's a death roll. To think that they're oh, he's going to survive. They
don't even have seatbelts in buses.
What was their plan?
They don't have seatbelts.
It's just prisoner soup in there when they get to it.
I guess they're chained in. So I guess they're sort of. I guess maybe prison buses.
No, their arms are ripped off, man.
Yeah, that's
he comes out with no arms. Thanks, guys. I'm a bop now.
And what about Toretto is so not bulletproof, but so redeeming of a character that you got to risk your life for him every time. The dude did bad things. I get his sister would want to, But why Brian is so like?
Well,
in love
yeah,
with the
I didn't
dude.
like that one part where like I let him go just because like he was so honest. Honest about what? He didn't tell you he was stealing fucking trucks.
He was gonna.
He didn't narc on nobody.
I guess.
on nobody.
I guess he beat the shit out of some guy with like a wrench,
I thought he
right?
was
Who just got like it didn't even sound like the guy just like happened to be the guy that like hit his dad like in a race. Right, you got. I think the other guy in the race, like basically, Dale Earnhardt did him. Like, or you got Dale Earnhardt, he fucking ran to the wall, broke his neck, and then Jordan beat the shit out of him with a fucking wrench.
Well, the guy like did like a douchey turn or something.
They all do douchey turns.
They said something about how like he didn't need to make that maneuver.
Robbins
That
racing.
put him in the wall, and then when
Days of Thunder, Robbins racing.
Dom did it, Dom when he was walking up to him, he said something like, "It happens." Like he wasn't.
I don't remember that.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said when he was
When he said-
recounting the story to
He
Brian.
said the naps.
He said I wasn't planning on, killing him, but he said something, and then next thing I knew, I couldn't lift my arm. He was just so tired from hitting him.
Yeah, good guy.
I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm just saying,
It just comes down to Brian has a crush on him, and he wants to bang Dom, but he has to settle for his sister because Dom's doesn't swing that way.
I mean, it's easier for me to believe that it's like really like he's never been even that into Dom. It's always just like he's more into the chick, and he's just sort of like Dom's there.
It's like he has to
So he
let
kind of goes with the Dom thing because he's like more into her.
Dom go because the sister will never forgive him.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
That's
get that.
true.
I guess
Good one.
It's easier for me to like
Seemed like
understand that.
they had a bromance.
they do have a bromance.
They definitely have a romance going.
it would have been nice if he had said that though instead.
He does say that sort of in the first one. Doesn't he say like
my feelings are real.
when he says that, but he also says like Dom always draws everybody in. And he's like, it wasn't Dom, it was you.
Yeah, no.
And she's like, that was nice.
Yeah. No, she said
We
that.
can go to that place to eat. And then I'll drive fast, we'll bang.
It has nothing to do with the fact that you're incredibly handsome.
Can you grab me a Snapple? Yeah, so.
That was good. I just meant in 4 when she asked, like, why'd you let him go? It would have been cool if he had just said, it was for you.
Yeah, that would have been.
My love for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they don't, like, they kind of, somehow they rekindled, but it doesn't really make that much sense, right?
Like why they rekindled?
She's just like, oh, okay, you're back with Dom. You guys are hanging out in the garage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back in.
The fourth one was not executed well. I don't think.
It's more just like get them all back.
Yeah, because like I liked Dom in the first one. I mean, obviously they're bad guys, but like I liked all the characters. In this one, I mean, obviously he's all bummed about the Letty thing, but it's just brooding pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really have a bromance with Brian again. Like there's no like real like reconnection.
Like, why would Brian break him out again? Or not even break, or,
Like,
I guess he let him go, and then why would he break him out this time?
well, that must be because of the sister, but it
Maybe
was
he just fucking pay for his crimes. How about that?
Yeah, he's all bummed about that. Well, because they just like saved people, right? I forget.
No.
No. It's like
They just got Braga.
They had Braga.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
I mean,
I guess it's more like he made the deal with the FBI, and the FBI I think said they would do the deal, right? And then they like didn't do it. The judge was like, nope,
Right.
we're not doing that. And he was like, oh, authority.
even though I'm in the FBI, and this character flaw they would clearly probably know about.
It's like the cops are never even that bad. Like he's just
He
doesn't
doesn't
want to be a cop.
All he did was go rogue.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's where the second one, I guess, could show a little bit of that. But you already knew from the first one that he was going native, and I think the fourth one, without the second one, I think the fourth one would have been, like you said, more coherent.
Yeah, it would have made more sense without the second.
But the second one,
Okay. Well, yeah, we need that Tyrese.
What if I told you the second one happened after the fourth one?
did it?
No, it didn't.
That's an
Well, then it can't. Then
What
it can't.
if it did?
But then
They
it
could have
can't
if it
make
wasn't for that
sense.
interlude that ruined everything.
The interlude and the fact that they're not even welcome in the U.S. anymore, so he couldn't be in Florida.
Oh.
Florida's lawless.
And
And the
he
cop
wouldn't be.
got back.
He would still be rolling with Dom then in the crew.
It's always so funny. He's like, I just remember that scene where they're walking up before they like meet Vince. They're just in like this like just freaking like poor area. It's just like, is this better than being an FBI agent? Like this was it. This was worth it. Like,
But they're together.
yeah.
That's all that matters in this series, apparently.
See, Rob gets it.
Rob, of all people who doesn't understand love, gets it.
I understand it. I just don't think it needs. It's just in every movie ever.
Right.
Even on movies that doesn't need to be in.
It's funny when now that you've mentioned that more, so like I look for it more. Like in certain movies, like I didn't.
It's just
Like-
a checkbox item. Oh, you gotta have an action scene.
The best-
You gotta have a romance.
The best was like kind of like the ones where they still don't end up having it, but there's always some type of like small hint, like it could have happened.
Yeah.
Like when like the Rogue One look
The Rogue One
look at the
look.
very end. It's
That
like
was clearly
if they would have made it, they were gonna bang.
They were for sure banging
And it's like
if they made it.
if they had made it, if they had like 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes.
They might have just done it right there, like in the mushroom cloud or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a good way to go.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's good for Fast and Furious for now. I don't know if you're gonna make it. Are you gonna make it? You think?
To all three, all of them.
Yeah.
I would if I had access
If we're solving this at my house later, we can throw 5 on.
to 5 on during this old.
Maybe.
The
I can.
discovery of others.
I can finish more on my own though. Like you guys are the ones that can't finish stuff on your own, so you don't have the access. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, I can.
those should be on Netflix. It's crazy that those aren't on Netflix.
I actually own 7. I think. So what did we figure out? 6 or 7?
I thought you owned 5.
No, I don't own 5. I definitely don't own 5.
Okay.
You just own random ones.
Well, I guess there's that too. Because I could like you could like borrow like the iPad for like a day and you can watch it off there.
Oh, okay.
It comes down to. I think it's 6. I think I own 6 for some reason.
Ooh, that's good. So we finished 5, watched 6, and we just had to figure out 7.
Yeah.
It's the Statham one.
Uh-huh.
Is that the one he says you own though? You just
I own 6.
oh.
6 and 1.
That's all you need.
All you need.
Apparently, that's what I need.
Well, the 5, 6, and 7 have like pretty good reviews. Like,
Because they're good.
yeah, I remember that. And I looked up 4 like last night, and I was like, oh yeah, I should confirm what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know. This is
Bad reviews.
It was kind of good. I was like into it at first though, because it kind of felt a little bit more like the first one, just because of like the way the characters were more like at least what they were. But then I feel like that movie went nowhere. It just sort of like went to like basic land,
Yeah.
like.
It didn't
then-
really have a purpose.
And then kind of bad. This is not something that usually bothers me, but I thought like the CGI in the tunnel was like
Horrible.
wasn't even like trying. I feel like it was just like
that tunnel scene took too long. There's no way the tunnel was that long.
Yeah.
and them not getting in like 1,000 wrecks.
yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, that tunnel was a rough one.
I like where he gets the dead end, but luckily there's that to the left. There's the entrance, barred up. Like, oh, cool, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why the tunnel has dead ends. Like they were digging it, and they were like, hey, you know what? Let's trick them. Let's trick them.
Yeah.
Go over to the left,
The next one.
and then board it up.
Yeah.
Maybe there was something there, but now there's not. Maybe they took it all.
Maybe that's where the stones are.
Yeah, maybe that's where they were.
I got a picture of the stones,
Oh, you did? Cool.
but I don't know if there could be something on the back of them.
Yeah, ask for the back.
Yeah.
By the way, you have no idea what we're talking about with the stones or the keys.
Quick synopsis.
Here's the
of
thing:
that,
is you
or
have to
summary.
you have to listen to the podcast to get anywhere, and we don't have listeners.
Basically, Rossi's mother-in-law got a mystery box sent to her a while back, and it's got a bunch of clues that a couple from the future, I guess, are stuck in time and they need our help, or they needed Laura's help. But she passed the buck, so it's up to us and our incoherent thoughts to do it. So that's what we reference whenever we speak of the clues and stuff, because before we started recording, we got all into it. And it's just right in front of us, just eating away.
And It may be a game, and there might actually be somebody stuck in time that nobody cares about. But we are determined to figure out what's going on. So that's that. Does anybody got anything else for this week? Anything else coming up? Any new trailers come out this week? Anything?
Well, there was a new trailer for Alien, but like I said, it had some sort of a spoiler.
Did we break down the new Spider-Man trailer on
I don't
podcast
think
yet?
we did. No, I think we just talked
we
about that. Yeah.
We can jump into that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we have Guardians next month and Alien next month, I think.
Alien's coming out that soon?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's like May.
May.
Oh, wow. I kind of, for some reason, thought I was waiting for, like, October for that one.
Yeah.
Guardians?
Not
No,
Oh,
Guardians.
sorry. Alien.
Aliens, yeah.
We get Aliens and Guardians. That's a happy month for me.
That's a good month.
And, well, I think we get one more good one, but when's Pirates? Is
I
that
think that's
May.
May. I think
May?
that's May, too.
Okay, so yeah, we got a good.
Big Dick
We
May.
got Pirates. That's awesome.
Huge dick.
Huge Dick. Yeah, Huge Dick. Yeah, when's Baywatch coming out?
Pirates is May 26th. And Baywatch is right here. Ooh, yeah, no. There we go. Baywatch. May 26th.
Uh-oh.
Who's battling pirates?
Sorry, Baywatch.
Bummer.
Sorry, Baywatch!
Baywatch.
Versus Pirates?
Yeah.
You gotta see Pirates.
Pirates is more like, you gotta see that in the,
Oh
you gotta see that in the theaters. It's way more reviewable.
We don't pick and choose, though. Can we just...
no! We do a double day.
Yeah.
Double down.
Let's force a double day.
Double day.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sinopolis. We'll get a drink in one of them. So we can make it through the next one.
Putting a time off request in now.
I know, I was thinking that, though. I'm like, I'm gonna have to ask for one of those days off in May. I mean,
Well, when-
one of those is gonna hit
Yeah.
the weekend.
Do it now.
Well, I should just start. I want to ask, like, seriously, like, I just want to make requests like every
The
Saturday.
Dave program.
Yeah, because like I almost did it this time, and now I realized I was like, what am I asking it off? Because I forgot about the wedding I was supposed to go to, and like that the Fast and Furious is coming out. Because I literally like went to like maybe put in a time off request for Saturday. I was like, why am I requesting it off? Just because I don't want to work Saturday, which is probably good enough reason. But I was like, you know what, I'll work a Saturday here so that I can. Because I'm gonna start asking for more off,
Mm-hmm.
and then I didn't. And then I realized I actually had shit that I was supposed to do. Like, and I got even more fucked from it too, which was even more annoying. So I end up I'm working in fucking LA. So it's like if I would have asked for it off, maybe that wouldn't have happened. You know.
At least weekend traffic, yeah, right?
Yeah, that's good.
No.
No.
I mean, it's a little less, I guess.
Yeah, so Spider-Man trailer came out, full-fledged. I think it looks good. I was very excited for it. However, I am not a fan of the fact that he's going back to the pajamas.
Yeah.
We already got the pajama phase a little bit, and now he was in the suit. I understand it's all about, like, you know, trying to be responsible and not just like a kid, but when you can tell that the climax he's in the pajamas, it's kind of like
He's not getting the suit
he's
back.
not getting the suit back, and probably until like the very end or the end credits. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, looks like it. It looks like in the beginning, the fun and games is he's Spider-Man doing
Yeah,
Spider-Man
and
stuff.
then something's gonna happen.
And he's so reckless that like Tony Stark's like, give me the suit, give it back, and then you see him fighting like the Vulture in like the pajama suit, and you're like, that's so the climax.
It's such a bummer.
That is a bummer.
Well, it's like we've seen the suit. The
Maybe
suit
it's the intro fight.
It ain't no intro.
Because he already has I think the intro is when he's getting those robbers that have the
Yeah.
The boat.
Avengers mask on.
Avengers mask. So.
Oh.
Well, and it's like gonna be a bummer too. Like, I mean, maybe it'll make sense in the movie when it happens. But it's like Tony's taking the suit. Tony's saying you're not being responsible. Like Ultron guy.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe that's why.
That's why.
That's the
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have to sign the accords?
Yeah, so he's all over the
They
place.
probably got him to sign before taking him to Berlin.
Spider-Man did sign the accords in the Civil War comic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were called the accords, by the way, but
Spider-Man was older, though, wasn't he?
It's the
He was
registration
older.
act.
Registration Act. Yeah. In that, yeah, he was way older.
Yeah, because he's
He's like a man.
yeah, Spider-Man. He's not Spider-Boy. Why is he always a boy?
Well, it's like his story. He's young.
That's
It happened in high school. He gets bit by the spider on a high school trip,
So,
like on a field trip.
I'm alright with this.
Eh?
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
It's just 'cause it's rough because he's been around for so long that we have like a good mix. You know, it's like there's kid Spider-Man, but we've had grown-up Spider-Man for a long time.
Well, it feels like though that like
Living with Mary Jane and
He's
like,
all-
struggling.
they
and
seem
shit.
to always be kid Spider-Man, but just they keep before they were casting like men actors, so we just would like oh yeah, I mean he's in high school. Like Garfield was supposed to have been in high school,
Right.
right? He was supposed to be a senior, and so was Tobey Maguire in that first one.
Yeah.
He was supposed to have been a high schooler, you know. And it's like, what are you talking about? The guy's like 45.
He was a man in the animated series.
He was a man.
He was.
Like full on like X-Men.
Yeah. That's how I was.
That's how I just remember him.
He was in college, I think, wasn't he?
Was he?
No, he was done with college in the animated series.
How was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, he finished college and went straight to photography.
Wasn't Mary Jane in college then? I just
Mary
remember
Jane
like a
is
lot
in-
of books,
is an actress.
a lot of book walkers.
She's being successful. That's like one of their problems is like she's being successful and he's a lowly photographer guy.
Does he work?
Can't tell anyone he's Spider-Man.
Did he work for Dr. Connors in that a little bit too? In this cartoon show, I thought.
I don't remember.
Dr. Connors.
He would always like go
He
to.
always had like several jobs. That dude didn't need to sleep. And then he'd get tired in an episode.
I'm losing my powers. I must be tired. He lost his powers more in that cartoon show than anything. Actually, that's what his. That's his
Became
thing.
a spider. Remember that?
That was always a bummer for me. I was like, really? You're just full-fledged spider now. Like, it's one thing to have like, wow, the DNA intertwined, but like to actually take over, and you get more limbs and eyes.
Think we're gonna get like any type of like Venom
A teaser,
tease or anything?
probably.
Or Eddie Brock will be in it, maybe. Right?
I'm sure there'll be some sort of Venom tease. I didn't think about that, but that seems like something they'll do. That's like the way to get fans like, whoa,
Sony did greenlight that movie.
straight up
A Venom movie, yeah.
So stupid. I hate like single off bad guy movies.
Well, the thing that makes me nervous about that is
Or it ends up being like way too much. It's like, oh, he's the anti-hero. And like at the end of the movie, he's like, he's a hero.
right,
Like, how am I even supposed to get back to the other part?
right. Well, what makes me nervous about that is
Right?
they're making
Right.
a Spider-Man one, but it's like in the MCU. It's like kind of like a chapter in this Marvel Cinematic Universe. If they're gonna do like a solo event, like if Sony's just gonna start spitting out some weird, like Han Solo young movies, then they're gonna be screwing up the MCU, in my opinion.
No, it's a weird thing. I don't know how it's going to work into the mix. Or if it's not going to work in the mix, it's just going to be out on its own island.
What, the Venom movie?
Yeah.
My guess is that they're going to work it in, but
I just don't want to see another. Well, at the end of the movie, we're sending a guy into space. Hopefully, he doesn't find that symbiote suit, you know, or the symbiote suit is at the end post credits. Oh, it's Venom.
And how do you do a Venom movie without the symbiote being on Spider-Man for a little bit?
Yeah, and I don't want to have to see that. That's like Batman Origins for me, where it's like I don't want to have to see him
I don't
like,
want to see the suit.
like struggling with this power. I'm like a dick now.
yeah, I've never been a big symbiote guy. But
I liked Venom and I like Carnage.
I like them. I don't like when it's on Spider-Man because then it's
I mean, here's the thing that's fine. It's just like it's almost like what you're saying. It's just I've seen it so many times. I don't
yeah. Well, they already did that.
really care.
They've done it, and I guess they just did it with the Tobey Maguire. They didn't get a chance to do it with Garfield. They
Right.
probably were gonna do it.
Oh, they were good.
They were going right for
I
that.
mean, that's always the thing. Like, you make a Spider-Man movie, and then it's like, when's Venom coming? It's like the exact. Well, I guess the whole reason why like Venom was so stupid in the third one is that, like, I guess Sam Raimi didn't want to do Venom,
He did.
Yeah.
He
and the
did.
studio like made him do it. So then he was like, I mean, I don't know if that's the sole reason, but I think he like
Yeah, he thought
it's one of the reasons why it's so
lame.
stupid.
And then, like, I think like the fans were clamoring for it, so he got forced on him. And
Yeah,
then he was like, "Okay, you want Venom?"
All right. I hate when they do
Topher
that.
Grace!
I think he made a deal for like more control too, though. I think he like, okay, fine, I'll do Venom, but then you guys need to give me more like leeway on like what to do because like like that movie was so the third one was so Sam Raimi, which is why I think it was so stupid.
Right.
You know, because he's like one of those weird directors, just like my ideas are good. Like, are they?
I get that fans are annoying, but it does bother me when directors act like that. Where like, you want Venom? I'll make a shitty Venom then. You know, like it's like fuck you.
Yeah, it's like shitty every way, right? Because like
You know,
sometimes
like-
like fans are annoying, like we want it, and then at the same time it's like
But when the director's
if you're gonna commit to do it, then do it right.
When the director's does that, or it's just like a fuck you, basically.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make him in this movie, so here you go. It's like,
Well, I get mad when it's like oh, like they're making an X-Men movie or something like that, and it's like yeah, but we didn't want to. We wanted to just base it off source material, but we wanted to make our own movie.
Yeah, that's always annoying.
I'm there to watch X-Men.
Like, this is a fresh take on Mr. Sinister.
Right.
It's one that you don't even expect seeing.
Yeah, it's like I wanted to see Mr. Sinister.
And then I watch it and go like, oh, so like you just didn't make Mr. Sinister, you just took his name.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, he's got the name. It's like kind of Zemo in Civil War, in a way. Where it's like, yeah, okay, it's Zemo, but is it?
Yeah.
it's a take.
I guess the thing is, like, nobody's like a big Zemo fan, so
No
nobody's
one
like.
gives a shit.
That's the thing. Is there a guy out there going like, they ruined Zemo?
I think there's one guy.
There's gotta be, right?
There's got to be one guy.
It was just like
Zemo posters.
like a big Zemo.
The Zemo solo comics.
It's got like the purple fucking skull cap pulled over his head, like, where's Zemo?
What did they do to
Do
Zemo?
you think though, at the same time, maybe he's like super excited that like he never thought that like Zemo would ever make a movie. So maybe he's just like, at least his name got fucking like mentioned.
Yeah, but he's like almost nothing like Zemo, and he's like not even.
I don't think he's even Russian or German.
Yeah, he's like from Sokovia or something.
Yeah, I don't think he's even.
Yeah, but he doesn't have anything. He's just the guy. He doesn't have like any.
It's just the name.
Sort of like, oh, maybe Crossbones is going to be Crossbones later. They don't have anything like that. I mean, he is like still in prison, but
Oh, I guess there's that. Yeah, I guess maybe he like is not quite the Zemo yet.
Yeah, but it's like how many more Captain America movies are they going to make? I kind of thought that was it, and then they're going to do like Avengers.
I think that's it for Cap.
I don't know though, because you would think why would they even keep him alive if they didn't want to like sort of use him?
Well, I think it's just hey, maybe
Just in
they
case,
leave it
or
open.
maybe they don't want to kill every villain.
They don't want to kill every villain.
Just like
exactly.
every
That's what I
ending
was
can't be
thinking.
the same. You know, you don't want everybody to die.
Right.
Because actually, a lot of them are alive, right? Like
Well, there could be some sort of like
Hammer's alive.
Bucky takes the mantle story that everyone always wants to clamor for.
Mm-hmm.
There could be some because he's frozen, so he can come out when they need him because Zemo's out or something.
Get those black pants.
Yeah. Which I don't know why sending Bucky would be a good idea because then Zemo could just be like, well, train car, freight! And he's out.
Well, maybe they find a cure for that when
Yeah.
they wake him up.
Oh, yeah, Black Panther's looking for a cure.
I mean, who's alive though? Justin Hammer's alive.
Is he really like a? I mean,
Yeah,
do you
he's
consider him a
villain?
Marvel villain?
I do. I like him.
Just a bad guy.
Hammer Tech. He's got money.
He's just like a sleazy dude.
He's like the one that like supplies all the villains with their like equipment usually.
But
The Mandarin. The Mandarin's
technically out there.
He's alive?
The fake Mandarin's
Mandarin.
alive, and then the real Mandarin's apparently out there because they did that one Marvel one shot where he's like, "The real Mandarin's pissed you're using his name, Trevor." And then some like so the guy has a gun to him, and he's got like the
10 rings.
10
rings, yeah. So the real Mandarin's out there. Technically, I doubt we'll see him. Ultron's gone, but I think he could still possibly, if they wanted to, bring him back because like you don't see him blow up the last one.
Yeah.
So possible.
Well, plus he's like also like he's a computer. He could have like somehow still stored himself like
They could.
in a
That's what I'm
flash
saying.
drive somewhere.
Right.
He's
That's
in
what
an
I'm saying.
IBM computer
I
in
think-
Sokovia, like, oh man, put me in.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
I think he's gone, like story wise. But if they wanted to, they could make him come back.
I think they could definitely bring, the real Mandarin in now that Doctor Strange was successful.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
totally. They could have brought the real Mandarin in.
I don't think they had it yet. I don't think they were there yet.
They weren't ready for the magic at that point.
I
Even
think we were ready for the magic.
we were ready. We were ready for magic and Iron Man. but like other people aren't. Like they could have. Obadiah could have come out like beaming from his eyes. And we've been like, yeah, right, man.
I would have liked it more.
Yeah, but I mean, like they felt it was a big thing. Like you saw a lot of interviews with like Marvel producers and stuff. It was like a big thing for them to like introduce the magic.
Yeah.
They didn't want to just like come out with the magic. It was like they needed to. They felt the need to like introduce the magic.
Like
That's
Tony
interesting.
took us so far into science,
Yeah.
and then 4 was like that science that just couldn't be explained.
But we were
yet.
also able to buy it because he's from like a different like world and
Mm-hmm.
realm. So we're like that was like an easy thing for us to accept. But like the idea of magic on Earth that we haven't seen, like
Yeah.
Cap is a super serum.
They
You know.
wedged it into us real nice and good.
I guess.
But we were open already.
I just thought the world was
Walked
open
in
to
open.
it because fucking Harry Potter's so big. I just figured people just like magic.
Yeah, but it's different. It's a different universe. So people just need it
I know
to.
it's a different universe, but whatever.
That was opened up
He's
by the
not getting
books.
You know, I
I
don't really think like it
Red
would have
Skull's
mattered.
still out there. Red Skull's still out there.
Depending
Maybe
on
got
the-
skeleton.
It's another one that comes back via Doctor Strange because of the dimensions thing.
Yeah, but yeah, they clearly
They clearly got skeleton.
they've shown. I mean, he's the Red Skull. He's already a skeleton.
I don't think he's gonna come back though.
It's possible that he can come back. I think I read something where they're like they're playing around with the idea, but basically that Infinity Stone, its purpose thing was to like travel, like opens portals. Like it opened up the portal for all the aliens to come.
Oh, he
in.
for sure didn't die.
Right, so it sucked him up somewhere, so he's still out there. In my opinion.
Would we be open to a new actor though? Because that guy.
I'd be open to a new actor.
If you were
just put the makeup on.
100% fine with new actor.
Yeah. I
that's
miss
like-
that voice. The voice is
I mean,
good.
he was great. Like, I would love if he came back and did it. But like, if it's like we're like he's holding us back, like I don't want to do it. Well, then you're cut. How
Yeah.
about that? You're like you already got a Red Skull anyways, but you're easy cut.
I mean, they can swap Rhodey. They can
They
swap
swap
Red
Rhodey, they can
Skull.
swap Red
Yeah,
Skull.
they swapped Rhodey just straight
Yeah.
up.
So
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I wasn't having an issue with that. I was just curious.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to
They
pose
can
a
swap
question.
it. They can swap Cap. They can,
I don't think they can swap Cap. I don't know if I'd like a different Cap. Honestly.
You wouldn't, but they
they can't swap Cap at this point, and he's way too established. Rhodey apparently wasn't.
It wasn't 'cause
They couldn't but they couldn't swap Rhodey now. It's too many.
Yeah.
It's too many Rhodys.
Then it's too many roadies. They,
Well,
can,
it's
they
also-
can just write roadie out.
It's also
I
true.
would, once again, not open to that either. I'm just happy I'm getting one.
I think even if Terrence Howard had done Iron Man 2 and then decided he'd want to be in it, it would have been harder to like recast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was
Just
just
like
like
before, it was like a thing.
it was like okay, we want to move on with this whole thing. Like this is the time. I mean, because it's the same thing. It's the same time they basically the same time they recasted Hulk.
Exactly.
You know, but I don't think they would recast Hulk now.
Because it's too established.
It's too established.
I don't even think they don't even do their contracts the same way now. They lock them in. That's why people are hesitant. They're like, no, you're doing
Yeah.
9 films, bro,
Yeah.
and on our schedule. You can take another film, but if it's at the wrong time, guess who wins? We win.
That's why Chris Evans, he was like all like reluctant to take the Cap role because it was like it's like a fucking whole ordeal and like I don't know if I want to just be stuck to that. Like
It's like with the gold handcuffs or something like that. It's like
Yeah.
great. It's like at the same time, it's like it's what you probably want. Part of you like that's just like what you want to do. You want to get into a big franchise, keep making movies. You want it's totally out there, but then at the same time, it's like, they have their artistic freedom.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do
But I
all
think
the other
now
ones.
he's having like fun with it and is like super into
Well, maybe the last one was good too because like Civil War was like real emotional. It was
Yeah.
like more, you know what I mean. Where the other ones were just more like action, just like action movies and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I know that Downey's like didn't talk about wanting to get out for like a long time, right?
I thought he was going to be out after Iron Man 3.
He makes the most sense sometimes though for wanting out. For one, he's made a lot, and then two, it's like he like is the one that seems to like be in the most like he wanted to be in the most like different type of movies. Because before Iron Man, he was in like a lot of different type of movies. Like
Yeah.
Robert Downey was never like in the same type of movie. So
But this is like the role he was like making.
well, he needed it at the time too. He needed it in 2008. Like 2008, like it was perfect casting, but at the same time, like he needed something to get like back in because he'd been back for a couple years, like after the whole like drug thing and like finding him in like an alleyway, So he needed like a movie to get back on top, But now
Yeah.
he's like on top.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how that works.
It's crazy. That's cool for him.
I mean, I know like Samuel L. Jackson was like all down for the big contract.
Yeah.
He's like,
why am I not in Civil War?
he's like wants to be in everything. Like, it said 15 movies. I want to be in 15.
Well, he's done a lot of movies already.
Yeah.
So a lot of these younger ones, they don't want, because it's a 10-year commitment, and then you're, 40, and people won't cast you you can't be Hercules or whatever you want to do. You gotta.
You could though.
You could. It's a bad example, I guess, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to be
Samuel
cast.
Jackson could be Hercules.
No,
Not
he
Samuel
could be
Jackson.
like just cat. I
I
feel
was
like
Oh,
he
yeah,
does-
Samuel Jackson is Hercules. No.
No,
I like these Cruz brothers. They're sticking around.
I'm saying like Chris Evans, right? He's gonna get old by the end of the Cap run. He's gonna be older, so he can't be like the not another teen movie guy anymore.
Does he want to be the not another team?
I don't know,
movie guy?
like whatever he wants to. If he wanted to be like one of those kind
Who
of,
wants to be the not another team movie guy? That's it.
You had to give that up to take that cap.
I can't do not another team movie too.
I get it. I'm just saying.
They were doing Friday Night Lights.
Well, that's what's funny about Chris Evans though, with him saying that, like when he was saying that, because like, I mean, I guess maybe he was already getting typecast, and that's why maybe he was reluctant to do it, because like he'd already been doing superhero movies.
He did the Fantastic Four.
He did the two Fantastic Four.
But this one wasn't like typecast, though. This is not what you would think Chris Evans
That's true.
was doing back then.
That's true.
Like typecast was the Johnny Storm.
Yeah,
The guy from Losers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. He was doing a certain genre still though. He was doing
Right.
superhero movies, and I don't even know what else I've released. I saw him in Sunshine.
Did you see Snowpiercer? Is it Snowpiercer?
The train one?
Yeah.
I didn't. No.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
'Cause Kelly watched it and she said it was like the worst movie she's ever seen.
I was gonna say because he was all about that one,
But it got.
but then it got edited badly, and then he's like, I did this really good movie, but that's not what they put out, and so that's why I kind of want to watch it so I know what he's talking about, but at the same time I was like, I don't really set out to watch bad movies. I just
Well, I don't
happen
know
to,
if the movie's
sit
bad.
through
I
it
think-
once I do.
I think the Rotten Tomato on it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I know Kelly. I think Kelly said it was like one of the dumbest movies she ever watched. She was like, I don't think she got through it.
She
But
also said that about Captain America 1.
it's also like not her type of movie though. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck Kelly's type of movie is. Love Actually. You know, she watched that like every fucking day.
Wow.
It's
That's like just like a scenes movie, though.
it's fine. I've seen it. I've seen it more than I would like, but
A scenes movie.
Yeah, it's like
Well-
like 6 different stories.
well, that's what it is. It's like it's one of those like holiday movies where like there's like it's an ensemble cast and then multiple things. Like every once in a while they'll cross each other. Like I like two of the characters. Like Liam Neeson's in it, and then Emma Thompson's in it, and they really have nothing to do with each other. Even their stories don't. But then they're brother and sister. So at one point they like kind of cross and have a conversation. And it's like, oh, they're brother and sister, hey! And then they move on. Like there's nothing to do with each other.
Right. Yeah.
And then yeah, I think that's what it is. Or Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson. No, she's her brother is actually Hugh Grant in the movie, who's the Prime Minister. That's what it was. Who wants to bang his secretary?
Yeah. Is that? Oh, that's a different movie. I'm thinking of the Valentine's Day one. I think.
That one's rough.
That one's
I
rough.
watched that one too, though.
Rough.
Valentine's Day, huh?
They're all one. They're all one movie to me.
There's Valentine's Day. There's Love Actually.
About a boy.
I never saw that. Boy.
They made a New Year's one.
New
I never
Year's.
saw that.
New Year's. He's not that into you. That like feels like that too.
Yeah.
He's just not that into you. It's like those ensemble cast movies.
Ensemble.
Remember we wanted to do one? We wanted to be like in the like Lucky Charms one. That was always a joke. Like if we ever make it big, I don't even want to like be in like good movies. I just want us to be like personalities, and then be like like the St. Patrick's Day one. And, like Tom and I like in the photo like with a pot of gold,
Like, spilling out.
Like, spilling out. You know what I mean? Like somehow like these guys made the movie. Like St. Patrick's Day. Like what?
It's like zany hijinks.
Like, ah!
Yeah.
Still a dream.
So good.
Could still happen.
Yeah, I'm sure they want to make that. I'm sure they want to make more of those.
The Pot of Gold movies.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure. I guarantee. Those have seemed to have stopped because there was like obviously a thing where they were like popping them out a little bit. But I guarantee somebody walked in like, "Hey, so we do St. Patrick's Day?"
Oh,
and I'm
right,
sure they're like,
yeah.
"Hey, maybe we can make money off that." Like, okay, we'll get Jennifer Aniston. You know, like, it was like starting to get greenlit. And, like something happened.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Just
oh,
agreed.
maybe not, maybe not. I don't know. You know, Matt Damon doesn't want to do it.
So weird. That's how it works sometimes.
For sure. And then if that would have been successful, Easter, right? You know. You like that Easter one?
Easter could happen.
You like that Easter
Well,
one?
it just makes sense, you know. You get together for like a family gathering, and hijinks ensue.
Eggs, all the cracked eggs.
It's like, oh, there's a reattachment of family, you know. It's like get back together with your dad who you've been beefing with since New Year's. You got drunk.
And what about Halloween? Because they do Halloween.
Oh, totally. Everyone's in their different outfits.
Halloween,
Oh,
like we make that one too.
The mask reveal. What? It was you? I thought it was. Oh man, I'm in love now.
4th of July, do that one.
Shit, I totally forgot what I was gonna.
That'd be a good one. Me and you like lighting fireworks up.
It's like, I just picture the same one. It's like at the beginning of like those old cartoons, like you know what I mean, where it's like the episode name and it's like a weird like artistic drawing of them like in some hijinks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
We're all thinking.
What are we talking? Oh, my least favorite trope in fucking comedy movies is they always have to have the scene that's just so fucking grandiose at the end, where there's like a wedding cake gets catapulted, it lands on the grandma, like it's this whole like things are like breaking, like everything's just so like just that would A, never happen, and B, like everything's cool at the end. Like I would just be like, that's you ruined everything, get out. And like it almost doesn't even matter, but there's always like the punch spilled all over her and oh no, and it's just like way too chaotic.
Yeah.
That happens in every fucking one of them, and I can't. It's not funny to me. Why is it happening? Why is it happening?
I don't know. It's funny to somebody.
Ooh. AMC 30.
It's not AMC 30 that's laughing, it's your guys' Spectrum that's laughing.
Oh yeah.
Laughed at the band.
What's funny is like,
Spectrum Lab.
you mentioned the grandma and the cake, and then like currently going around on the internet is that grandma at the zoo video.
I haven't seen it.
Where it's like the gorilla's kind of like doing like a get out of here, I don't like what you guys are doing, and all of a sudden he like reaches down and flings poo, and it like threads the needle of the bars, and it's just on the grandma's nose.
Oh.
It's the grossest thing.
Oh.
I don't recommend watching it because I've given you everything that you need to know. Poo hits the lady's nose, and they're just like, "Oh, he got grandma!" It's just like,
Yeah, that would make
someone
me actually
clean
not.
grandma immediately.
Like, I think that's how AIDS starts.
That's terrible.
You know, some of that got in her eye.
Yeah.
Who don't just stop?
And they'll just that sucks. No, I went to the zoo and yeah, I won't make everyone grossed out, but they suck with their crap. they like to play around with their crap. They like to eat their crap.
San Diego Zoo?
It was the LA Zoo, and
I've never been to the LA Zoo.
it's cool, but I like watching the apes, and literally there was one. Like, I mean, I'll just tell you guys now. Screw it.
No.
There was one that just. I was literally like, I actually was going to throw up.
I don't
But
want to
it,
throw
like,
up.
it shat in its hand and then was eating it out of the other. Like it's
Like made a nice bowl.
yeah, like it straight up was like boom, and then was eating it, and I was like, oh my god, like I was gagging because it was so
Oh my god.
fresh, golden brown shit.
Okay, dude.
I like the details. Thanks.
Doesn't need to be golden brown.
It was rough.
We edit this part out.
Golden bear.
Please.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, we just lost all our listeners.
Wait, we didn't have any.
See you, Diggs. I don't think he even listens. I call Diggs out every time.
But
Peter Bob's? Charles listens?
Marvel villains. Charles was listening, but
Back to Marvel villains. Back to Marvel villains.
They suck. Yeah.
We've got two living. A Mandarin we haven't seen.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, and that's not even like that's like
And
I
a
get-
Zemo.
That's like for sure a thing, but like for most people they don't even know that, right?
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah,
watch that
most
one
people-
short.
Most people didn't.
I hate that they don't have those one shorts anymore.
Yeah,
I love-
that's like
I
the whole thing I was
really like
excited
those.
for about the buying it.
No, those one shorts were cool. It was always like revealing more or getting a little insight into something else, or they'd be funny kind of or something,
Mm-hmm.
and they just got rid of them. Which is like I don't know. They were fun. It was like fun. It made the universe more fun. I thought
Yeah, no, I loved them.
you were all
It
about.
was almost like a post credits scene.
Yeah.
Every time.
It was a little longer too, wasn't it?
Yeah. We've got. I mean, Loki's alive. Zemo, Mandarin, Hammer.
Hammer don't count.
I don't
Why
think
does
Hammer-
Hammer count?
out there.
Why doesn't he count?
He's not a villain.
He is a
He's a
villain.
He's not a villain. He's a weapon supplier.
He's a villain.
That's a villain.
In the comics, he's a villain.
Until they make him a villain, he's not an MCU
He was a villain in Iron Man 2.
No, he wasn't. He was a patsy. He wasn't trying to take over the world or do anything wrong. He just wanted to make suits and like make more weapons for the military.
I think you sound like you're right.
I don't know.
He wanted to be
saw,
Iron Man.
Yeah, he just wanted to beat.
You
Tony.
do sound like you're right.
No, but you saw the Whiplash guy go like mess him up, and then he went and
Whiplash
and
was
then,
the
and
villain.
then he lied about. I was like, well, I don't want to be tied to that. No.
killed the
Whiplash was
inmate
the
guy
villain.
with the potato bomb that was supposed to be Whiplash. They kidnapped him. He's a bad guy.
Kill the guy with the potato.
Like, to get Whiplash out of jail, they put like a fake Whiplash in with like on the bomb. Like, he gave him like, here's your dinner, and it was like a potato, like mashed potatoes on the bottom. It was a bomb. So the Whiplash beat the guy up and then blew up the cell, so he got out. So they think Whiplash is dead in the cell.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's a bad thing to do, for sure. It sucks, because like, I'm all in Hammer, but I'm on kind of bored. They're right. I mean, he wasn't trying to, like, take anything over. He was just trying to, like, make, like, better robots so he can make more money. And get better contracts. I mean, he's kind of a villain, but he's not really a villain.
He did bad things, but he's not really.
Whatever, he's still alive.
Yeah, he's
Right?
still alive.
Still fucking alive.
I don't see
Shut
an
up,
MCU
Rob.
villain. Like, Whiplash was the villain. in that
He's
movie.
alive, Rob!
Okay, he's alive.
Right.
He's alive!
He's low on the list.
Live low on the list.
Loki.
Easy fix.
Loki's
If Hammer's the villain, easy fix.
alive. Thanos.
Thanos is alive. Winter Soldier's still alive.
Oh, well, then if that's the case, Cap's still alive.
I regret everything.
He's the villain.
I regret everything. Taking it all back.
Thunderbolt Ross is still alive.
Thunderbolt Ross.
And if he ends up...
Abomination. Still
Oh yeah,
alive.
Abomination's still alive.
Abomination.
That's clearly, like, never gonna come...
Yeah.
He's clearly never gonna come out, though.
What's the,
Because
the brain guy?
Yeah.
He's still alive. Like Mr. Blue. Whoever he's supposed to turn into.
It's weird how, like, that movie is part of...
Yeah.
Like, it is part of it, and they didn't cut it, but then, like, it is, like, the most, like, basically cut movie.
If it wasn't for Thunderbolt Ross being in Civil War, I'd feel like that one would be considered cut.
Yeah.
yeah, like, all they have to do is have the Hulk, like, be like, I've never been to New York before. This is a first. And then, like, that's confirmed.
He at least said, like, last time I was
New
here,
York's cool.
Yeah.
I like kind of destroyed
Well,
Broke Harlem.
but
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
reference anything.
Yeah, we could just assume Hulk did that.
Right.
I mean, it's funny because the Hulk doesn't even look the same. It's not even the same looking Hulk.
But he's not even, his love interest isn't even in it. It's fucking Scarlett Johansson now. So it's like, that movie could be completely...
It could be cut, I think.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
but
all
it's
about
still
the-
Thunderbolt Ross's daughter, I guess, but...
Right, but...
Yeah.
So...
At the end of that movie, though, what does he... Do they break up or something, or...
I think he goes into hiding, but like they're like a thing.
Yeah.
Like they were so much a thing. He was always like looking at her picture and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Back at the wherever he was,
Betty?
Betty. Yeah.
Betty Ross?
So that, I mean, obviously it's like Abomination's out there, but I doubt anything will ever happen.
He seems the most of, like, he's not out there.
Which is weird because it's like he's a Hulk and he's like he's in jail somewhere. Where is he?
And that they were setting up Mr. Blue, and he's like...
Yeah.
I guess really he just died from that. Which is like,
We didn't see that scene.
there's like a new one shot where his head just explodes.
I always thought Abomination was killed, actually. I thought
No.
Hulk killed him.
I thought that too, and
But I
then
remember
he said
you
he
guys-
didn't, and then when I rewatched, it's kind of like
he's breathing.
he's breathing, and they chain him up or something,
Yeah.
and take him away or whatever. I thought he was killed too originally, because what the fuck?
There was like a stomp. There was like
We'll have to
a
rewatch that.
finale stomp.
Will we? Well, just
I
the
think we
scene.
could YouTube that scene.
Yeah, we'll do some scene.
I actually like that movie, sort of. But, I mean, not even sort of. I like that movie. But
No, it's good. It's fine.
it's getting farther and farther away from me needing to watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
The problem is it's just out on its own island.
I mean, I still like wish that it just would have been Edward Norton, even though I think
I like Mark Ruffalo.
I like Mark Ruffalo was fine. Like, or I wish Mark Ruffalo would have done that. I have no problem with either one of them. So I just wish it would have been the same thing. Because, like, I mean, it's like it kind of sucks that, like, even in the sense of what we're saying, like, that movie is sort of like it's not almost not real. I would have preferred it still just to be.
It just was sucky.
More real.
Like, not that it was sucky, but it's like it was
The situation.
lower tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like if Edward Norton had stayed, then the movie would be more, it still wouldn't be as good as like the other ones, but it'd be more. There'd be more, like, people would be more.
It'd be cooler to see him interacting with them and being like, "Wow, it's all of them from all the movies together."
Yeah, like it didn't like it never came together perfect.
Yeah.
Two roadies.
A very underreported story.
Yeah.
That they kind of stumbled over it, but they pulled.
But
it
I guess it's the beginning, because like you said, like they obviously didn't lock down, like they didn't know even when Edward Norton signed to do that movie, they didn't like lock it down.
Yeah.
Now they would have been like, "Oh no, you're at least fucking doing 5 of these, motherfuckers." Like, he never would have been offered the role if he didn't sign the big contract, right? Yeah. So obviously they didn't know for sure they were going to do it. Huh?
They had the plan and the hope, but obviously if the movie doesn't do well, you can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they didn't have the draw to get the actors to like sign those big contracts. They weren't like, come on. This is the Marvel universe. Look what we're doing. This is actual art we are creating. They're like, no, you're doing a Hulk movie. I'm only signing one.
Right. Like, I don't think they were taken as seriously because there's still, even though they're as successful as they are, people are still like, they're comic book movies, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, like the Amazing Spider-Man series was like, we're doing 5, and then it sucked, and then dead.
I wonder, like, because the whole thing was like,
dead.
Wasn't it like Edward Norton wanted way more money, right?
It was something about money. It was.
I wonder now though it's like
disagreements.
I wonder if, like, he didn't accept the money, but like how much more money would he have made if he just had been part of it? I wonder.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm sure they're all getting paid.
What's he doing
pretty
now?
well.
What is he like? What movies has he been in?
I mean, I think he's been in movies. I'm sure he was in Birdman.
Oh yeah, he was.
And that won Academy Awards. I mean, I guess that's like good to be in that.
Yeah.
So he was in that, and I mean that's the biggest thing I know that he was in. I'm sure he's doing stuff. I mean, like you said, we always think like you want to be in the big budget movies, and maybe like a lot of them don't. They just want to be like in more artistic movies and shit.
Yeah.
They want to act. I mean, I don't know. It must be different. I mean, maybe it's different from when you've made money. Like he's obviously rich. He's made a lot of movies. Yeah. He's probably got paid a lot. So maybe you want to start instead of just doing movies to make a bunch of money. You want to like do movies to test your craft or something.
Right.
And
once you're
being
rich.
Bruce Banner is not testing your craft, where you're not even in the movie half the time.
It's probably more fun to do that. Big budget ones are probably way more stressful.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it depends, right? I mean, on who the actor is, maybe. I'm sure for some people the big ones it's fucking easier, in a way.
The big ones seem easier. They always seem like they're acting minimally.
They don't have. I mean, because it's not asking a whole lot from them, like what to do, But maybe there's more pressure. I think there's more pressure on the big ones, though. Like,
but that's more, I think.
You get shit on more if the movie's not as good. Like if the movie sucks, and it's like, hey, why'd you make that?
But that's more on the.
I'm in it.
Like Halle Berry and Catwoman.
That's more on the director and because nobody hates Halle Berry. Nobody blames Halle Berry for Catwoman. I don't think.
That's true.
Right.
Like when I think of Catwoman and it sucked, I go, Halle Berry sucks.
That's true. You think of just the movie sucking.
The script sucks. The director sucks. They're the ones who get the blame. I think.
Her agent.
Unless the actor just completely
funded it and produced it,
or he just
like championing it, or like was
horrible,
like
hating Lex Luthor, or the Joker.
Where it's like Lex Luthor or the Joker,
right? When it's just
those are perfect examples. I was going to say Hayden Christensen, but like
people hate Hayden Christensen for.
I hate him in those movies. No, I fucking hate him in those movies. Because I think he helps the like. Because I kind of overall, we've established the second one's not that great. It's the least of all the movies. But the third one's still, I think, pretty good overall. There's dumb stuff. But, I like it overall. But, if I just think if Anakin had been a stronger actor, those movies would be a little more they'd be less hated.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't be as much because it's so easy. Because you ask somebody like why they don't like it, and they just go to like the like 3 real easy things. You're like, okay, so why do you not like it? Just because the fucking masses don't like it.
Right.
There's always like Jar Jar, Hayden Christensen, or something like. It's always like those 2 fucking
It's
things.
so basic.
And you're like, okay, well, really though, like, why didn't you like it for real? Like, well,
Right.
Jar Jar. Like, okay, well, but the Care Bears are great. You're right. You're right. I mean, the untouchable Care Bears.
That's right.
They're fucking like a stuffed animal taking down like big robot machines
Right.
with like sticks and rolling lumber. You know,
And
like.
that's less wacky. Than,
And that's less wacky than Jar Jar Binks, like, you know, just being wacky. He doesn't even really fucking do anything.
yeah. The
Nice.
Jar Jar hate was extreme. I think that people just focused on that.
He was the
It's like
scapegoat.
cherry
He
on
was the
top.
scapegoat.
Scapegoat.
Because the movie was poorly written and directed or whatever, so they it sucked because Jar Jar sucked.
I think it was poorly directed. I don't think it was poorly written because I don't mind everything that's going on, but when you watch like the bland delivery of lines, then it's kind of like okay.
I also think it got it's in a really weird time period of CGI too. It got like
What was like the birth of
it was like the birth of CGI. So at the time, it was I think he thought he was like making something revolutionary. Like, I'm making like a very CGI movie, but it was like we weren't ready. We weren't ready for that. Like
Still not.
technology wasn't.
Yeah, we're still not ready for that.
Unless it's done well. Yeah, if they had a really strong Anakin, I think you're right.
But if they had a strong Anakin, especially in the third,
because they would have had a strong Natalie Portman, strong Ewan McGregor.
right?
If they had a strong like him, then it's like, well, the main characters are cool.
Well, because like half the reason I like the third one is because like Obi's great in the third one. Like that whole ending stuff with him is like so great, and like he's so emotionally good. Like you're like, oh fuck, but then like he's over there like
You will try.
You know,
Well, the
because,
whole
like-
trilogy story is about his turn to Darth Vader.
I hate his turn.
And he went
So
more.
he's the main guy.
Well,
so
and it's like he also like his turn just sucked.
His
It's like,
turn sucked ass.
Like it wasn't written all that great. But again, I think if we would all like sometimes we say the writing's bad, but if the acting is bad, it makes the writing bad. So like if you can't like turn well, it sucks because he did the turn where it was like he was just bitchy. He was a bitchy turn. Like you didn't like him in the second one because he was just a bitchy dude.
Yeah.
He's just bitchy in the third one. It's just like I'm
He's holding
turning. But if he like had been like confident, but then like just kind of turned evil, like it wouldn't have been,
Yeah.
you know, or like even like in a way smaller sense, like the new one, like Kylo, like seems to be like you can just feel more of a struggle he's having.
Yeah.
Like he was like this one's just like he just like wants to turn, but like
But you can tell what Kylo's like internal battles.
you can
are.
tell he's having an internal battle.
Yeah.
Where like Hayden Christensen's just like there's like it's like dope brain and then just like says something.
Well, that's for me. I'm always like, yeah, we only saw little parts of like his entire life, but I'm always just like, how do you not know this guy's going to turn to the dark side? This guy's just been a douchebag to
He's
you.
shitty the whole time.
Like, yeah. Well, my
Yeah.
thought of Anakin and Obi-Wan was like, oh, he was a good friend. I thought it was like gonna be something like Han Solo and Luke, or like, wow, they were like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, like they were just their buddies. And this time it's just like, do they even like each
Well,
other?
they'll say lines
They
because
don't like each other.
they'll say lines like in the third one or even the second sometimes that like where like they're saying they like each other,
Right.
like oh we were brothers, and then like it's like were you?
Right.
I mean
Never.
you maybe, but like this piece of shit was always a shitbag.
It's never conveyed that they're
Like that.
brothers, right? They just are. It's like his student that he's a piece of shit.
And he's kind of like bitching right away. That's what was kind of like yeah, like in the second, like he should have really not even like been like arrogant and shitty in the second one at all.
I agree.
Like he
I think
should
they
have.
should've started
It's a poor
turning.
choice. He should have maybe just like a tiny bit of like something, like maybe like the mom part, or maybe he turned and like killed the. You could have had him kill the sand people and shit, like that type of stuff, but like nothing with him and Obi.
Yeah.
He should have just been like always cool to Obi, not a creep to Padme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the sand people think it happened. Like, oh yeah, his enrage happened.
Yeah.
Him being angered by like this, what happened to his mom. That's one thing. Like slaughtering,
That
but
would
like,
have been so much cooler.
but more like him bitching. Like, why you don't tell me what to do?
He's just bitching the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it'd be cool if it was like he was cool, and then you're like, oh shit, he had like an outburst, and
Yeah.
there's that dark
Well,
side.
anger's different than like bitchy anger. I mean, he wasn't even angry. He was just like, yeah, get off me, like, stop poking me. Like, you know, he was cocky, which is like he was just shitty.
He's always an asshole, and then it's like, why am I not on the council? You guys are dicks. Let me be on the council, even though I'm clearly not worthy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, right.
have you seen the behind the scenes though? It's just George.
I've seen his.
Or he just goes, "So how should I do this, George?" Like, yeah, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
really?
like that's how he directs. Like it's just like, you know, it's just a scene, and
No,
just
I mean,
do that.
it
It's
definitely
like,
comes down to him
okay.
as well.
You
It
know?
was that, and like when you would tell him how to say lines, it was like the lamest. He'd be like, okay, now stare out and be like, I'm scared of Padme, or something like that, or whatever.
Well, I guess, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
part.
like, oh my god.
That's part of it, though. Like, so his bad directing also leads to bad casting.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, but I think
He gets lucky with certain casting.
Hayden Christensen had the look. I think he had a good evil face.
Great.
I don't know, but he.
We can all have a good evil face.
I don't know who can say I hate sand and not sound like stupid. Like I fucking hate sand. You know, like how can you make that line?
I don't know. I'm sure. I'm sure some. If you gave like the hate sand fucking line to Leonardo DiCaprio, we'd all hate sand at the end.
Who did we say would
Like-
have been a great Anakin?
I said Paul Walker.
Paul Walker?
I disagree.
Now I disagree after
I
the fast
disagree.
one.
Well, yeah, I mean, but Fast One.
Paul Walker. No,
Was it Heath Ledger?
Heath
No,
Ledger. Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger pull anything he wanted.
Heath Ledger would have been like a great Anakin
Yeah.
because that's like a real. He's like a real actor.
Yeah.
I see. I'd say that.
Again, Paul Walker is like he is the polar opposite of Hayden Christensen in a way. Like he's more likable. Like you always like. There's something about Paul, even if you don't like him.
Not that I don't like him, but he is just as in those movies. His personality is not.
Yeah, but like he's not. Like there's something pukey about Hayden Christensen. Just like he's just
He's pukey.
he's just
I think
pukey.
he'd be similar.
I think Paul Walker could hate some saying.
No. So there's
I think he
There's the part-
saying.
there's the part you're wrong because
Yeah,
if Paul Walker did the sand line,
it would be the same.
just as dumb. But
No,
if
I don't
Heath
think
Ledger did the sand line, we would probably be like, I hate sand kind of.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
Well,
you know,
we'll never know.
we'll
He'd be like, You want to know why I hate sand?
know.
Let me tell you why I hate sand.
Oh no, I got this scar, man.
He'd have to go like, he'd have to do that. Like
The only
20
thing he can do is the
times.
Joker.
That's what he does as a Joker.
He was a good Joker.
He was a good
He was
Joker.
a really
I'm not
good
saying-
Joker.
I'm not saying you. I just.
You guys seen him in anything else?
I saw him in The Patriot, and then he was in that one movie with that one blonde chick. Is it 10 Things I Hate About You?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He was in
then-
Knight's Tale?
Knight's Tale, yeah.
Knight's Tale, I don't think I actually saw.
Hate you sometimes.
Nice. You guys would like Knight's Tale. Knight's
I
Tale's
might
good.
have, though. I don't know.
Knight's Tale will make you like miss like Heath Ledger even more because like that's like you watch Dark Knight and he's like he's so brilliant, but like he's like Knight's Tale, it's like for one it's a good movie and he's actually a good guy in that one, so you kind of like him more, you know. But
I
he
liked him in Patriot.
he's great.
He was the cool son.
He's great in Patriot. He was a great actor. It's like
It's a damn shit.
it's a super shame that like we're like it's like. Like take Hayden. Like, that's the one that should be doing drugs, like in the fucking in a hotel, because like nobody likes you, bro.
You're walking through hotels. Bebop, shadooby.
He doesn't even have to do shit.
He
It's
don't
so-
have to do
He
shit.
made so much money from Star Wars. He's like, fuck it.
I just picture him just like calling the front desk of a hotel, like, I don't like these sheets.
They're
They're coarse and they get everywhere.
All right, well, see you in a fortnight.
See you in a fortnight.
Be in the unit.